On the fateful afternoon of April 22, 2025, the serene beauty of Pahalgam, a jewel of Kashmir, was shattered by the deafening roar of gunfire. Terrorists, with their hearts consumed by hatred, unleashed a barbaric attack on innocent civilians, turning a day of joy into one of unimaginable sorrow. The tranquil air, usually filled with the laughter of tourists and the melodies of nature, was pierced by the cries of the wounded and the dying. India, from its bustling metropolises to its quiet villages, was united in grief and outrage. This was not just an attack on Kashmir, but an assault on the very soul of India. The tranquil beauty of Pahalgam, a popular tourist destination in Kashmir, was shattered by the terror attack. The incident served as a grim reminder of the ever-present threat of terrorism that looms over the region. This act of cowardice, perpetrated by enemies of peace and humanity, claimed the lives of 28 innocent souls, including 6 pilgrims from Maharashtra. Among them was Santosh Eknath Jagdale from Pune, a man who had embarked on a journey of faith, only to have his life brutally cut short. His tragic story and the stories of all those who perished serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of terrorism. The attack sent shockwaves across the nation, leaving millions grappling with grief, anger, and a profound sense of loss. The very foundation of peace and harmony that India strives for was shaken, and the nation mourned the loss of its innocent sons and daughters. The echoes of gunfire in Pahalgam reverberated throughout the country, serving as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of life and the ever-present threat of terrorism. Eyewitness accounts paint a chilling picture of the calculated brutality with which the attack was executed. A group of heavily armed terrorists, estimated to be between 4 and 5 from Pakistan and the rest local recruits, stormed the popular tourist spot, their faces hidden behind masks of hatred. Armed with sophisticated weaponry, including AK-47s and M4 carbines, they unleashed a hail of bullets, firing indiscriminately into the crowd. The attackers, believed to be foreign terrorists aided by local operatives, specifically targeted Hindus, as per eyewitness accounts. This revelation fueled widespread anger and fear among the local populace. Santosh Jagdale, who narrowly escaped the carnage, recounted the horror of witnessing the terrorists mercilessly gunning down people, their laughter echoing through the valley. His chilling testimony revealed the terrorists' chilling intent to inflict maximum casualties and spread terror. They filmed the entire attack using body cameras, their depravity knowing no bounds. The terrorists' choice of weapons, their tactical precision, and their cold-blooded demeanor all pointed towards a well-planned and meticulously executed operation. This was not a random act of violence, but a deliberate attempt to instill fear, disrupt normalcy, and destabilize the region. The use of body cameras to record their heinous act indicated a sinister propaganda ploy aimed at amplifying their message of hate and inciting further violence. The Indian government's response to the dastardly attack was swift and resolute. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, cutting short his diplomatic visit to Jeddah, immediately returned to New Delhi to take stock of the situation. He chaired a high-level meeting with National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, and Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, underscoring the gravity of the situation. The attack prompted swift action from the Indian government. PM Modi cut short his foreign trip to address the situation, while Home Minister Amit Shah, already present in Kashmir, coordinated the immediate response. Home Minister Amit Shah, who was already in Kashmir on an official visit, rushed to the site of the attack to assess the situation firsthand. He met with top officials from the Jammu and Kashmir administration, security forces and intelligence agencies to review the security preparedness and coordinate the response. He also visited the injured at the hospital and offered condolences to the families of the victims, assuring them that the perpetrators would be brought to justice. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, in a stern message to the perpetrators, vowed a loud and clear response. He emphasized that India would not tolerate such acts of terrorism and would take all necessary measures to eliminate the scourge from its soil. The Cabinet Committee on Security (CCS) also convened a meeting to discuss the situation and formulate a comprehensive response, encompassing security, diplomatic, and economic measures. In the wake of the attack, a massive security blanket was thrown over Kashmir, transforming the valley into a fortress under siege. Security forces, including the Jammu and Kashmir Police, the Indian Army, and the Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF), launched a massive manhunt to track down the perpetrators. Checkpoints were set up at strategic locations, and intensive combing operations were conducted in and around Pahalgam and other sensitive areas. Security forces launched a massive manhunt to apprehend the terrorists. Checkpoints were set up across Kashmir, and the deployment of security personnel was significantly increased, particularly in Srinagar and other major towns. Security was further heightened at all vital installations, including airports, railway stations, bus stands, government buildings, and religious places, to prevent any further attacks. The Srinagar-Jammu highway, the lifeline of the valley, was closed for several hours as a precautionary measure and later opened for one-way traffic. Security agencies also released sketches of the suspected terrorists, seeking information from the public to aid in their capture. The attack prompted a complete shutdown in Kashmir for the first time in 35 years. Streets wore a deserted look, with shops, businesses, schools, and even petrol pumps remaining closed. The usually bustling marketplaces were eerily silent, reflecting the fear and uncertainty that had gripped the valley. The heightened security measures, while necessary to maintain law and order, brought life to a standstill, impacting the daily routines of the local population. The public's reaction was swift and intense. Crowds gathered in major cities, their voices unified in a call for justice. They demanded accountability and transparency, hoping their cries would lead to meaningful change. As the days passed, the movement only grew stronger, fueled by a shared sense of urgency and a desire for reform. Community leaders stepped forward, echoing the people's demands and urging officials to listen. The message was clear: the time for action was now. In the wake of the unprecedented events, thousands find themselves stranded, seeking solace and assistance. The community bands together, offering support and resources to those in need. It is a time of uncertainty, but also of unity and resilience. Just as Kashmir was beginning to see a resurgence, this incident strikes a devastating blow. The economic and social progress made over recent years faces significant setbacks. The road to recovery seems longer and more arduous than ever before. The international community quickly responds with a mix of condemnation and support. World leaders express their outrage and pledge assistance. Humanitarian organizations mobilize to provide aid, while diplomatic channels buzz with calls for action and solidarity. Despite the challenges, the spirit of resilience and resolve shines through. The people of Kashmir are determined to rebuild and move forward. Plans are being laid out for recovery and reconstruction, with a renewed sense of purpose guiding the path ahead. The journey may be tough, but the collective strength of the community promises a brighter future.